Yes, brothers and sisters. Hope everybody's well. Been on the road for about four and a half hours. Coming back from Manchester Airport, I went to Middlesbrough to drop Lou from the fuse off. Big shout out to Lou. It was good spending 4+ days with him. Getting to know a different side of him. And we just had a barrel of laughs from start to finish. The banter was on fire. And I was in bouts of hysteria. He's a good lad, and I'm glad I got to meet him, and see that side of him. Great lad. So I've just come back through the door, and I'm just in one of them moods, a really, really good mood. Now, I've had a number of good days in succession for a while now. But today was one of them days. We were up at 4:30 in the morning in Sweden. We were getting the plane at 7. And it was just one of them days, the second I opened my eyes, I was just filled with the joys of life. Gratitude. I was grateful for everything. Absolutely everything. All my pain and sorrow and experiences and everything. Everything I was grateful for. What a feeling, and it's still there now. Buzzing is what I am. High on life. And what a beautiful life it is, I must admit. You see, family, kids, relationships, others, in a nutshell, others. That's where the real substance is for me in life. On this journey, I really didn't even know what love was until I had my kids. I'm watching your kids, grow up, for lack of a better term. I've got an 18-year-old and a 17-year-old, and just watching them turn into young adults, there's nothing like it. Family is where it's at for me. And the term priceless is overused, but to be a dad, to be called dad, and to be loved by your kids is something that nobody can put a price on for me. No one. That stuff is priceless. And, life is really, really good. I've got nothing to complain about, nothing. The funny thing is about life, see, problems, what we see as problems, when our head's not right, that they are problems, we see them as problems. All these things that happen to us in life that we consider problematic, it's just a matter of perspective. It's where your head's at. Because we still come into problems every day, all of us. But if your head's in the right place, you don't see them as something that's going to ruin your day. It's just how things are. It's perspective. Things don't change. It's just this what changes. And I've got so much to be happy and grateful for. I've got a YouTube channel what's booming. Absolutely booming. Instagram doing really, really good numbers on there. On social media, it is what it is. I think you've got to be aware, acutely aware of how much of it to administer into your own life, because it's not real. It isn't real. And anyone that thinks what they see on YouTube is real, they're wrong. It's not real. We can be and pretend to be whoever we like on YouTube, simple as that. You see that many people talking shite, you just think, wow. But it is what it is, and I tell it how it is. I don't speak for anybody else. I never have done. And if I've ever come across that way, it wasn't my intention. I speak for me and how things are from my perspective. And it's good to have good things. It's nice to have material wealth. I've got a tidy few notes, and I've got a car, and I've got a house, and, I've got all these things, nice clothes and jewellery, and all this stuff's nice. But it can all be taken away in a heartbeat. And it's technically not even really ours. We only borrow it for now, for the time being. It's not ours. We can't take it with us. You know, it has very little meaning in my life. Yes, it's nice, don't get me wrong, but it can all be taken away in a heartbeat. Everything that I have, materialistically or spiritually, you know, it's all thanks to God. You know, it's thanks to the program of Narcotics Anonymous. And he who giveth can taketh away. So never take material wealth for granted, because it has very little substance. Doesn't mean anything. What means something is family. Family first. Because you can't put a price on the feeling of being a dad. You know, the feeling of being loved and admired by your kin. Nothing comes close to that. Anyway, that's me today, in a fantastic mood, high on the joys of life. I hope everyone's well. Bye-bye for now, people.